Hello everyone, welcome back to David Echo Tobbies. Right, cigarette lighter connection for my heated lunchbox. I've just repaired that and I've just got to test it. So sometimes you might blow a fuse in one of these and you think to yourself, how do I repair it? Right, it comes with a little screw, a little bolt, which is in one side and the bolt's the other. Bear in mind, when you're undoing it, have your finger on the bolt end. So you've undone it on a surface that is not going to go rolling millions of miles. Take your finger away, tap it on the surface. The the nut will drop out. Turn it upside down, the bolt will drop out. All right, and then what we have is this. Oh, by the way, you need to unscrew that first. Okay, so you do that, and then you remove that, and then there's a little bit of metal inside there. Let me just show you. It's that little thing. It's like a little plunger, but if you look carefully, it's got a lip at one end, and that is because it retains inside that. So you put that lip, at the inside. So when it comes to pushing up against the fuse, oh, to replace the fuse, all you need to do is just take this off. All right, that's the end bit. You don't have to take the bolt out. Sorry about that. I'm just showing you because I want to take the whole thing apart and show you what's inside. So to replace the fuse, all you need to do is take the end off, unscrew it. The fuse and the spring drops out. Don't forget, there's a spring with it. If you lose the spring, you got to buy a new connector. Right. So this fuse is a if I can see it, I will tell you. It looks like a 250 milliamp. It is basically a quarter of an amp fuse, but that doesn't seem quite right to me. It is 250. I think it's a 250 milliamp, which is basically a quarter of an amp. All right. So to put it back, you put your spring in first. Might have to twiddle around. It just drops in. It's like it runs in like a little sleeve. All right, and then you put your fuse on top of it. Yeah. Don't force it. All right. Then what you do, your little what's name, you carefully, but before you do that, put that on. It's like a little ring which holds the two pieces together. Because I'm all fingers and thumbs, trying to get back together. Right, you put that in there, you put that over there, and you just gently twist it anti-clockwise, then twist it clockwise. The reason why I say that is because it lines up the thread, and then you can make sure that's squashed down, and then you can screw it back together. And that's it. You've changed your fuse, but don't forget to use the same ampage fuses. Quarters, 250 milliamps. There's 1,000 milliamps in an amp. All right. An amp is divided into 1,000. Okay, and that's a 250 milliamp fuse. All right. Don't use a 1 amp fuse. Don't use a 500 milliamp fuse. Use the right fuses for it. Okay. So supposing you want to take this apart, and you want to know how they work. Well, I will show you how they work. So you need to take this off again. Right. So be very careful. As I say, there's a spring in there. Remember, what comes out, got to go back the same way. Right, just gently pull things away. Right, in here, if you gently put your thumb between the plastic and you twist it either side and put your thumbnail inside, and whatever way it's laying, where the cables are laying, there we go. Right, okay, the spring's still inside there. Either side you'll find a little connector. Right, if you see how it goes, how it's retained, so that's all it is. It's a bit of spring steel. Right, they shouldn't drop out. If they do, put them back. Oops, there's the spring go. Right, so all that's inside there is that, and there's that connected to there. Right, the other one just acts as a spring on the other side. That's all it does. So let's be brutal. Let's take it all apart. Yeah, let's show you. It's all in bits, right? So I'm not cheating. Right. Right. Okay. If you look carefully, what I'm showing you, there's a groove at the top, there's a groove at the bottom. So all you do is you put them back the same way you got out. There's a little lug. Be careful if you see that little lug at the top there. That fits behind it. So if I put it in there, let me show you without dropping it all over the floor. Right, so that will fit behind, as I say, that will fit, find it, that will fit behind it, like, if you can see it, just behind it like that. So I'll put it back on and I'll show you from there. Whenever you're doing something like this, do it over a table or somewhere you're not going to drop the bits and they go everywhere, because if you do, you'll be cursing it and you think to yourself, oh David, why didn't you tell me this in the first place? I did. Okay, so that's how it fits back. If you look carefully, it just sits behind there and it'll sit in there on its own. It's quite happy to sit there. All right, just push it, make sure it's pushed down. All right. Right, other thing to bear in mind, right, this spring will go on the opposite side of the other spring, and the other spring is connected to your power cable, your negative. Right, so you've done that side, so I'm just looking. So what we can do here is put that in the other side, making sure the cables, need to put this lug inside there. So you just push that in there like that. You do this at your own risk. I'm just telling you, it's easy to do if you have a little confidence and you do it yourself. So put it back, put that little groove in there, and you put this back into there like that. Alright, it should just pop back in there underneath that. All we got to do is just push it down. And it is that easy. It's nothing hard whatsoever with these things when they stay in place. Ha ha ha. Right, just show you. Right, the only thing that's going to move about that is that little bit there. That's easy solved. So there we go. These fit back in easy. Don't think you can't do it. It's all about DIY and having a go. So, right, so that's in there. So all you need to do is put the top back on, the other side of this. So get that. Remember, it's got a screw thread at the top. I'll show you that. See the screw thread at the top there? You can see it. Right, that goes on there. When you're putting it back together, try and keep it so when you put it back together, it fits in line with each other. And it should just pop back together with a bit of a push. There you are. As simple as that. It's not hard. If it doesn't go back together right, something's wrong. Don't force it. Right, these should spring inwards and outwards like that. So you've done that. Okay, now you can put your bolt and screw back and nut roller. So you put your bolt. There's a certain way they go. On the bolt side, there's just a ring round there. On the nut side, you see is like a hex. So that's hex sizes for the bolt. So you just push it through. Put your bolt in, and then holding both sides, get your screwdriver, thumb underneath for your nut so it doesn't drop off, and you just screw it up. Finger tight, that's all you need to do it. Right, a little bit more once you've put it all back together, just to make sure it's bitten. But you don't have to screen because you're stripping the thread of the bolt. You don't need to do that, you just need it tight. Right. Put your spring back in. Right. Put your 250 milliamp screw back in. Fuse in, sorry. Right. Make sure it goes in properly. Right. Put your end connector on. It's just like, it's the best way to describe it. It's like if you took a pen apart. It's that bit in between the two pens. It just pops over the top and seals either side because it's like a U-shaped bracket like that, and that's all it does. And then this same way you took out, you put back over and you just screw it in like that. And that's how easy it is to take a cigarette lighter apart. Last but least, just give it a little nick up with a screwdriver. Job done. That's how easy it is to take apart, replace a cigarette lighter fuse and put it back together. Any questions, let me know in the comments below. Yeah, please like, share and subscribe. See you soon. Bye.